What's happening? What's going on? Welcome back to another episode of the Account for Your Life podcast. I'm Jay Moore, the Healthy Accountant, helping you to account for your life. Today on the podcast, we're talking about fixing my business finances. This is step number 4. We've already gone through step numbers 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to do a quick recap, but this is step number 4. You know what? This step is right smack dab in the middle, and this is a very crucial step. Every step in this process is geared to literally take you and take me from having any problems in my business finances to no. I'm not saying you never have problems. I'm saying when it comes to your business finances, you won't have any more of the same issues that you've had. All right. So wherever you're watching this podcast, this broadcast, if you're on Facebook, watching it live or on the replay, make sure you go ahead and click the like button, share it, and let somebody know about this podcast, especially if they are a faith-driven business owner. I've got a special invitation for faith-driven business owners, where we can focus on our faith, where we can focus on our faith fitness and our physical fitness, and where we can focus on our financial fitness. I'm creating a special group just for faith-driven entrepreneurs who's not apologetic about the desire to be rich. If you have a desire to be rich, we have a special group for you. I'll be launching that group by the end of this week. We're just getting some things taken care of. And in this group, this is what's going to be available to you for the next 7 weeks. For the next 7 weeks, we every week going through fixing my business finances. We will go through step 1 through 7 every week for 7 weeks. I announced that I was going to do this yesterday, but we're creating a group just for those individuals. Now, if you're watching this podcast and you're not in that, or you don't join the group, we're not going to be doing those trainings or those sessions on the podcast. Once we finish step number 7, we'll be done here with fixing my business finances. But for those who would like to go deeper and to actually do it, the group is going to be free. You won't have to pay for that group. It's going to be free. So fixing my business finances will help you get to the next level as a faith-driven business owner. So I think those are the announcements. Don't forget to like this post wherever you are watching it. So let's get into step number 4 of fixing my business finances. So I'm just going to do a quick recap. Step number 1, there were 3 elements that were crucial. Here's the first element. Reject. You must reject the idea of getting rich slow. That's the first one. Number 2, you've got to remove time from money. I went in detail on that on step number 1. So you want to go back and watch that. Number 3, you've got to decide and make a decision that you will be the absolute best option available for whatever it is that you're doing. You got to make that decision. Step number 2, look, without sales, you don't have a business. So you got to get that in your mind, focusing on making sure that sales is the lifeblood of your business. Number 3, yesterday we talked about conviction versus consistency. And yes, I've personally been consistent, but I have not been as convicted. But as of yesterday, we are now fully convicted, fully persuaded, and now we are taking the lesson that's in Joshua 1:9 when God tells Joshua to be of good courage. Be strong, my brother. Be strong, my son. Be of good courage. And so we are moving into step number 4 today. And here's where we start in step number 4. Are you ready? Here's where we start. We start right here. We've got to remove fear and competition. Fear and competition. What does this mean? Look, this is crucial. Here's why. It's nothing like it's okay. You decide you decide you're going to be the best. You move time for money. You're doing all these things. You have courage, and then you get smack dab, and then you get into the marketplace and you see that other people are doing it. You see that other people look like they could be potentially in front of you. You've got to say, you know what? It doesn't matter. I am not afraid. And because I used to be fearful. I used to think that, I was in a competition with all the other CPAs, accountants, EAs, and people in this type of business. No, 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 no. Here's the solution to this issue when it pops up. You've got to become a creative. You have to become a creative. In my book, Living Life on the Next Level, there's a chapter written specifically on creativity. Creativity. Now, here's what's interesting about creativity. We are all creative. we are all creative. And so what I'm saying is, literally, you have created the life right now that you are living in. You have created. And the thing about creating your own life is that it's challenging when you say, I'm going to create it, but then it's not there. It's kind of like, I have a dream. You heard, if you're African American, we heard the big speech that Dr. Martin Luther King gave on I Have a Dream. See, here's the thing about the dream. Most people we can see the dream. We desire the dream. We are excited about the dream. But no one ever does this one. No one ever visualizes the bridge, right? No one ever visualizes the bridge. The bridge here's what the bridge is. The bridge is the gap between the dream and you right now. So it's kind of like if I was on the bridge, I would see that, wow, I see the dream. But you know what? Today, I had to go to the gym. Today, I had to do those push-ups again. And I had to be thinking about the push-ups. I had to be saying to myself when we do the push-ups. I had to be saying that, yeah, it may hurt, but you know what? I can feel that that's making me stronger. I visualized my workout last night before I got to the gym. I says, man, I'm going to do deadlifts. I'm going to do squats. I'm going to do bench press. I'm going to do push-ups. I'm going to do dips. What else did I do? I'm going to do calf raises. What else did I do? Like I said, I was going to do all these things, and I visualized everything before I got there. So when I got in there, I started doing it, and it was good. Now, here's what happened along the way. All of a sudden, I felt a little twinge. I was like, oh, man, but you know what? It didn't stop me because I had already saw it. I saw what I was going to do. So it didn't matter. A lot of times the weight gets heavy when I'm doing those deadlifts. The weight gets heavy when I'm doing those squats. But I already visualized it. I already saw myself coming down on the squat. I already saw myself pulling up on the deadlift. I've been seeing myself doing 500 push-ups. So now it's just a matter of how am I going to kind of position it so I can do everything all at the same time. And then all of a sudden you're done. You get there. See, the dream is making sure that I visualize all the steps in between. But this is one of the biggest challenges, right? This is one of the biggest challenges for faith-driven entrepreneurs. I was thinking about doing something yesterday. Yesterday I was excited. I said, man, I want to reach out to somebody. I started reaching out to people, and I tried something new that I never done before. I reached out to somebody. Even though I wanted something, I offered to give something. Check this out. I offered to give something. I said, I'm not going to be like everybody else. I said, hey, can I do this for you? Can I do this on your behalf? Can I send people your way? Do you know? Immediately. It was like, cool. Yes. And I was just chilling. But then I asked for some, then I was like, went back and I did something what it did was it gave me later on what I actually wanted. And it was no resistance. See, you got to get creative when we're talking about fixing finances. See, finances is the part of the business for most people that you're going to focus on. Because when you start a business, you need money. I gotta laugh about that. When you start a business, you need some money. Listen, I remember when I started a business, right? When I started a business, I needed to be able to pay my mortgage. I needed to be able to pay my car bill, my light bill, and my electric bill. You know, I need to be able to pay my gas bill and my water bill. I need to be able to make sure we had some food in the house, and be able to get on a vacation here and there. I needed all of those things, and I didn't understand it, man. The more I can give without needing something to come back. It's almost like, and I'm going to try this again today. I'm going to go into the marketplace and I'm going to figure out a way to put something, I'm going to give. I'm just going to be looking to help as many people as I can. And in the process, I'm going to see what happens. I'm just going to go to help. See, that's stepping into a creative land where you're not trying to compete with anybody. You're not going in with a fear mentality. It's crazy because recently, I said, I haven't really ever had business credit. I need some business credit. All of a sudden, I just put my mind on it. I said, I'm going to get business credit. I got like $36,000 of business credit. Actually, more than that. It's actually $56,000 of business credit. Bam. I was like, wow, this is kind of cool. See, why do I mention that? You want to fix your finances, right? But you're getting credit. No. I'm getting credit for expansion. I'm getting credit so that when I make an investment, it's like, I'm like, yeah, I got this credit. Now it's, where can I put it to move the business faster? That's why you use business credit. So you can move your business faster. Sometimes I'm just saying, like, you move it faster. When you have somebody else's money, it's not just to have it, it's to grow. So fixing your finances is finding different ways so that you can grow your business. I have to mention something that I make sure I don't want to miss. And it's this: all action in the world will not override a belief. Why do I mention this? Here's why I mention this one. See, because you could have all the steps. You could have the steps to fix your business finances. Like, you could go through the 7 days. You could literally join my group, of getting rich. And I'm not telling you you're gonna get rich in 7 days. What I'm saying is that when you get your mind right, when you get your beliefs in check, things can happen. But all the action in the world will not override your belief. Will not override my belief. Like I've done tons of things and I have not gotten where I need to go. That lets me know that I had a belief that was stopping me. I had a belief that held me up in a multi 6-figure level as opposed to the 7-figure level. I had a belief stopping me. And I had to do some digging to figure out, well, what was it, or what is it that's caused that issue? What is it that causes these limiting beliefs to hang around? Well, if we go back to this one, the visualization, it's the visualization part, the bridge, looking at the bridge. The bridge is just the things you actually have to do. So instead of us looking at the dream, which, yes, that's great, we're looking at the things that actually have to get done. And we are saying to ourselves, man, this is kind of cool. We're not saying to those steps that they're hard. We're not saying to those steps that we can't do them. We're not saying to those steps that, I don't know that, this is a good time for them. What we're saying is that, wow, I accept that those things that need to get done, I absolutely can do those things. Because we're looking at the steps. Some years ago, just kind of make this a little bit more clearer. A few years ago, when I used to run all the time, I ran every day, 7 days a week almost in some months. And I remember in 2022, August of 2022, I ran 100 miles in a month for the first. I never run that many miles in 1 month. Normally, anywhere from like 60-ish, but I got to 100. And I remember one day I was in a different part of the area, and I saw someone running. The person was about my height. He was tall, and I saw him running. And it was interesting when I saw the person running, I could see myself in the person that was running. And I was like, wow, look at how he's doing that. It's like he's going. And he was running up hills and stuff like that. I was like, wow, it's like cool. So when I got out to run, I had envisioned myself running just like this person. And when I started to run, it was interesting because what seemed harder before, now that I saw literally a picture of what it looked like to do it, I'm not telling you it was really easy, but I'm telling you it just came almost natural for me to run those miles the way that I saw that person running. Now, sometimes you have to see somebody do something. And when you see someone do something, what happens when we see somebody do something? We're going to talk about this other thing in a second. When we see someone do something, what it gives us is the picture. We can see, because there's nothing like seeing a picture. There's a picture that I have of a guy who had a six-pack and had been working out that I have in my mind today about me, I put my face on that picture so that as I'm working out, right, and over the next 30 days. So I'm gonna say this out loud. I hadn't said this before, but by August 31st, I think I'm gonna take my shirt off. Jenny, I know I'm gonna take my shirt off because it's time for the full weight of what the Healthy Accountant is all about to come out. Now, here's what I do want to say about this. When you manifest, you have to feel it in your life right now. Right now. This is kind of like, but you feel it now, but you're not so attached to it that you are striving for it. Yeah, I'm Michelle. Yes, you're not striving for it. So when I'm picturing my life, when I'm picturing my business finances in the next week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, 7 weeks, what I'm picturing is, wow, who I am now. See, we never want to make it so that we're not the thing already. We have to take what we see, and we have to then say, this is who we are right now. Because the moment we say, we're trying to do it, we will do it. No. We just want to just say, this is who I am now. Because imagine you can see something. You can see your business a certain way. You can see your business a certain way. You can see that your business is generating and helping people. Then what we have to do is now be in the mind, be in the sense, be in the feeling of it, helping people right now. Over the past 7 years, as I've shared on this podcast, it wasn't always Account for Your Life. In the beginning, it was how to enlighten your life. And I was enlightening myself to ideas that were new to me. I was enlightening myself and motivating myself on, where I could go in my life. And, one day I was like helping you to account for your life, the Healthy Accountant. And I am fully persuaded today that the Healthy Accountant, when he shows up in a person's life, when he shows up in a person's business, things get healthy. See, I had not embraced who I am. See, I was being consistent, like I was talking about yesterday. I was being consistent, saying the same thing, but I had not embraced who I am now. Right now, in this moment, as I'm thinking about who that person is, the Healthy Accountant shows up and things get better. around me. Things have to get healthy around me. People's businesses have to get healthy around me. People's lives have to get healthy around me. People's, like everything, even my own life, like everything has to change because of this health. Health is the thing. Anything that's healthy is growing. Anything that is healthy is growing. So I'm going to challenge you today, right? As we're in this step. Now, here's the thing. You're watching this on a podcast. You're like, Jay, oh my goodness, this is good. Yeah, it's good. Now, I'm going to give an invitation on Friday on step number 7 to join this new group. Maybe tomorrow. But I'm going to, maybe on the first. I think I'm going to, because then on Sunday, the 4th, we're going to start again. But we're only going to start again inside of this new group. So be on the lookout, and be on the lookout for how you can join the community of faith-driven entrepreneurs who are looking to get healthy in all areas of their life and unapologetically don't mind being rich in the process. So my name is Jay Moore. I'm the Healthy Accountant, and things get healthy around me. And so I invite you to take this journey with us. Take this journey. Today, the job is to remove fear and competition from your life and become a creative. You may have well, how do I do that? That's going to be shared inside of the group that we're going to be doing. That's going to help people to fix their business finances, fix their faith, fix everything that's ailing them so they can get out and do what they've been called to do. So guys, I thank you for joining me in this episode of the Account for Life podcast. This is Jay Moore, the Healthy Accountant, helping you to account for your life. God bless, and I will see you on the next episode. Peace.
This has been the Account for Your Life podcast with your host, the Healthy Accountant himself, Jay Moore. Until next time, make it a great day.